What's up hackers, welcome back to SifrSec. In previous videos we've installed Kali Linux and Windows 7. Now we're going to install Windows 10 to practice malware attacks and antivirus evasions. So let's start right away. We'll start by downloading the Windows 10 media creation tool directly from Microsoft's official website and then create our ISO file. So let's open up Google and search for Windows 10 ISO. Click on the first link from Microsoft. Scroll down to this section that says Create Windows 10 Installation Media and then click on the Download Now button. Once that finishes downloading, I want you to head over to your Downloads folder and run the media creation tool. Let's close the other windows while it loads. Accept the terms and conditions, and when it asks you what to do, select Create Installation Media for another PC. Do not select the first option. Click Next on this page, uncheck this box and select your preferred language. Leave the architecture to x64 and then hit Next. On this page, select the second option that says ISO file. We don't want to flash a USB drive, we just want an ISO file. Click Next, give it a name and then choose where to save your ISO file. Now the tool is going to download and create the ISO file. This is going to take a while depending on your internet speed. So go grab a coffee or something while this finishes downloading. Okay, so the ISO has finished downloading. Click on Finish and we can move over to creating our VM. Let the tool clean up and then launch VMware Workstation Pro. Navigate to the home page and click on Create a new virtual machine. Click Next, then Browse and then select the ISO file we just created. Leave the name and size at defaults and click Next. On this page, click on Customize Hardware. This is very important. We're going to bump up the memory to 4 GB. This is going to speed up our installation process significantly. Ensure to give this VM 2 processors. Change the network adapter from NAT to host only. This will prevent Windows from accessing the internet and puts it on our isolated subnet. Go ahead and click Close and then Finish. VMware is now going to create the virtual disk and then put into the VM. Click anywhere inside the VM and press any key to boot into the installer. Change your language and formats if you want to, but I'm going to leave it at defaults. Click Next and then click on Install Now. We don't need to activate Windows on this VM, so click on I don't have a product key. We are going to install Windows 10 Pro. Don't select any other editions, they won't have things like SSH pre-installed. Select Windows 10 Pro and then click on Next. Accept the terms and conditions. And then on this page, we're going to select Custom Install. Don't change anything here. Click Next and the Windows 10 install will begin. Again, this is going to take a while and the VM will restart multiple times automatically. You don't have to worry about anything, just let the installer do its thing. Okay, so that's done. And we have some basic setup to do here. Select your region if you want. I'm going to leave it at default. On this page, click on I don't have internet. Then click on Continue with limited setup. Give a name to the user. I'll give it something simple like Windows 10 user. Let's leave the password blank for now and then hit Next. We are going to uncheck all the settings on this page and then click on Accept. Once again, this is going to take a few minutes, so be patient. Okay, so the installation was successful and now we have booted into the Windows 10. Notice this little banner on the bottom? Click on the button that says I finished installing. First thing we need to do now is to install VMware Tools. On the toolbar at the top, click on VM, then install VMware Tools. Close the little banner and launch File Explorer. Go to this PC and you'll notice a DVD drive named VMware Tools. Double-click on it to start installing VMware Tools. Don't change anything in this installer, just click next on everything and install it. Once that's done, restart the VM to finish installing VMware Tools. It looks so much better with the VMware Tools installed and the resolution fixed. Now let's open up command prompt and check our assigned IP address. Launch CMD and then type in ipconfig and hit enter. Let me just zoom in here so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so as you can see over here, the IP address for this machine is 10.10.0.130, which falls in our isolated network. To prevent any problems like in Windows 7, let us disable the Windows Defender Firewall. Open up Start menu and search for Defender. Launch Windows Defender Firewall and you'll notice that it's turned on by default. On the left sidebar, click on Turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off. Now turn it off for both private and public networks. With that done, let's switch on our Kali virtual machine and do a little test run. Once the Kali VM boots, launch terminal and ping our Windows 10 machine. Type in ping space 10.10.0.130 and then hit enter. The Windows machine is responding to our pings perfectly. Now let's try this the other way around. Let's ping our Kali machine from within our Windows machine. To do this, first let's check our Kali VM's IP address. Type in IP space A and then hit enter. Okay, so the IP address is 10.10.0.128. So Kali is on .128 and Windows 10 is on .130. Switch over to Windows command prompt and type ping 10.10.0.128 and then hit enter. Okay, the Kali machine is also responding to the pings as intended. That confirms that communication is working both ways in both the VMs. Now for the test run, let's run a quick Nmap scan to make sure everything works without any issues. On the Kali terminal, type nmap space 10.10.0.130 and then hit enter. The scan was successful. Let's turn off both of our virtual machines and then do some isolation settings on the virtual machine before taking a snapshot. Click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings. Turn off CD drive and then switch over to the Options tab. Ensure that Shared Folder setting is set to Disabled. In Guest Isolation settings, disable drag and drop as well as copy and paste. Once that's done, click on OK to save the settings. We have now completed installing and setting up Windows 10 machine for our dojo. Finally, let's take a snapshot for the newly configured Windows 10 machine. Click on VM in the top toolbar, go to Snapshot and then click on Take Snapshot. Let's name it Snapshot 1 Clean Install and then give it a short description. Finally, click on Take Snapshot. If something corrupts Windows or any service breaks later on in this Dojo series, simply go into VM, Snapshot and then click on Revert to Snapshot, Snapshot 1. and within seconds you'll be back to a working state for the virtual machine. With all that said and done, we have successfully created, configured, isolated and saved the Windows 10 virtual machine. In the next part of the OffSec Dojo series, we are going to install and set up Metasploitable 2. Until then, stay secure. This is SifrSec signing off.